And today we'll be starting our session with graphotherapy. You know, what is graphotherapy? So we understood about graphology, about how subconscious mind takes over graphology and everything. Today we'll be talking about graphotherapy. Now, what does graphotherapy means? In handwriting, we understood that, you know, whatever our mind is, it is giving signal to our arms, then to your hands and to your fingers, and that's the reason you're writing certain alphabets. That's the reason it is called a subconscious mind activity. Now, graphotherapy, as the name suggests, therapy means something to rectify, something to heal. It's a reverse phenomenon here. What we do in graphotherapy, where we consciously change our alphabets, that gives signals to our fingers and our hand, to our arms, and that creates a brain pattern. And there's a reason, that's the reason we feel shift in our personality. We feel shift in our mindset. And now it's very important for you to understand the core of graphotherapy, you know, how it works, why it will not work, what is the criteria that it will be working. So it is very, very simple. In graphotherapy, just know that, also make notes, alphabets do not have the power to change your personality or your mindset. Alphabets are not changing anything in your mind. So what is changing here is your finger movement, the way you are moving your finger. See, if we are writing T in a certain way, A in a certain way, we are writing D in a certain, this finger movement is actually giving signals and it is creating a brain pattern. That's the reason it changes. First thing. So alphabets, you know, people come, there'll be many fake graphologists who would come and say that, you know, change your handwriting, change your life. No, it changes your life, but in a limited way, not completely. Yeah. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना कि कोई अगर आप न्यूमरोलॉजिस्ट के पास जाएंगे और आप बोलेंगे न्यूमरोलॉजी में उन्होंने आपको बोला कि अपना नाम चेंज कर दो, आपका पूरा सब कुछ बदल जाएगा. हाँ, आपका स्पेसिफिक एरिया जरूर इंप्रूव होगा. Similarly with tarot card reading, they advise you, you know, or maybe with Reiki healing, they will advise you that you do certain thing और ये जो आपकी प्रॉब्लम है ये सॉर्ट आउट हो जाएगी, पूरी आपकी लाइफ बदल जाएगी. Nobody claims. Similarly, handwriting is a modality, graphotherapy is a modality, it's a therapy. तो वो आपके specific area में काम करेगी. For example, if you are facing, you have fear issues, your fear issues will improve. For example, if you have self-confidence issues, it will improve. If you're being too emotional, that will improve. If you're not able to take decisions, that will improve. If you're not sounding confident, you do not have self-respect, that will improve. If you want to be more convincing, if you want to be very much determined, that will improve. So all these personality traits will definitely improve. That's there. Now, why it will improve, we understood the concept behind it, why it is going to be improved. But if I say you practice for 2 days, 3 days, and everything will change, no. Yeah, why it happens? Because anything to become your habit, it takes at least 21 days. So even if you started practicing graphotherapy, अगर आप graphotherapy शुरू भी कर रहे हैं, तो आपको कम से कम, मैं 21 days भी नहीं बोलती, मैं बोलती हूँ आप 40 days कंसिस्टेंटली जब तक प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगे, आपको रिजल्ट जो आप चाहते हो वो नहीं मिलेंगे. क्योंकि होता क्या है, आपने 3 दिन प्रैक्टिस कर ली, चलो 1 week प्रैक्टिस कर ली, देन आप आते हो और बोलते हो कि नहीं मैम चेंजेस नहीं लग रहे. तो graphotherapy is a very, very consistent form of therapy where you cannot take break. For example, if I started today, starting from 30th January, and I've started my graphotherapy practice, and maybe on 8th of February, I missed out my graphotherapy, then from 9th of February, I would have to restart my graphotherapy. You cannot give a break because your brain has to be, your finger has to create that pattern again and again in consistency. So it's very, very important. Yes, then graphotherapy is mostly done in the morning hours, not in the evening hours. Reason being, because when you do graphotherapy, there's a lot of release of energy. Also, you release a lot of stress. You need to be completely in the awareness when you're doing. So all these things will have better impact if you do in the morning. This is what we recommend. Then use only ballpoint pen. Yeah. Why? You know, you must be thinking why Divyadeep always talks about ballpoint pen. Now let's understand why to choose this pen. Because when you will be using fountain pen, you cannot put exact pressure on it. But when you're using a ballpoint pen, it comes very smoothly with the flow. So whatever graphotherapy also you are practicing, it will come very smooth when you'll be using a ballpoint pen.